Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Picture this. You're in your 30s. Life has become one long checklist. Wake up, work, commute, pay bills, smile politely. Repeat. You're moving, but you're not exactly alive. There's a difference, and you can feel it in your bones. And then there's this machine. The KTM Adventure 390, a tiny orange rebellion against the slow drift into settling down. KTM has this strange personality. Blame the high compression engine, blame the rev-happy DNA. These bikes don't enjoy loafing around at walking pace. They don't like being polite. They don't want to cruise at 2000 revolutions per minute while you sip life like lukewarm chai. They demand you wake up. They nudge you into the higher revs where the engine finally clears its throat and says, "Now we're talking." Most motorcycles will carry you from point A to point B. Like a Royal Enfield 350, a Honda 350, they're calm, composed, well-mannered. They'll hum along all day without asking anything from you. It's peaceful, it's nice, but it's not electric. This thing under me, this KTM, it whispers something else. Keep going. A little more. Feel that? You're still alive. There's a moment when the tuch climbs, the engine tightens, and suddenly the bike feels like it's pulling you into a different version of yourself. Sharper, younger, hungrier, not reckless, just awake. Fully, undeniably awake. Riding a KTM in your 30s is not about speed. It's not about proving anything. It's about rediscovering that spark you thought you left somewhere in your early 20s. That version of you who was curious, restless, ready to chase something just because it made your heart race. There's another reason a KTM feels right at this age. When you're in your 20s, you're already running on adrenaline. You're wild by default. Your energy is high, your responsibilities are low, and your brain hasn't collected all those sharp little lessons life eventually teaches you. Pair that version of yourself with a high compression, high revving machine, and it can turn into a bad cocktail. Fun? Yes. Lethal? Also yes. But by the time you enter your 30 seconds, you've lived a bit. You've seen enough to understand respect. Respect for the road. Respect for speed. Respect for your own limits. You're still young, still restless, still capable of chasing a rush, but now you know how to chase it, and that makes all the difference. Jump ahead another decade. In your 40s, the game changes. You're not old, you're just different. You move with more calculation, more experience. You don't always want a bike that screams for the red line. You start looking for something calmer, something that matches your rhythm. Maybe not a slow single-cylinder cruiser, but something in the middle. Something that doesn't poke the tiger inside you every time you twist the throttle. But your 30s, this is the sweet spot. You're steady enough to ride responsibly and young enough to still want that shot of electricity in your bloodstream. You can balance the madness and the maturity. You can enjoy a machine that asks you to push a little without losing yourself in it. So as I roll through these bends, with the wind kicking against my jacket and the engine urging me forward, this is the truth I've learned. You don't own a KTM to feel fast. You own a KTM to feel alive again. And for men who worry they're becoming boring or predictable at 30, sometimes all you need is a machine that refuses to let you sleepwalk through your own life. Ride smart, ride safe, but ride something that wakes your soul. This KTM just happens to be very good at doing that every single time you twist the throttle. So that's it for today's ride. I'm signing off from the saddle with the wind in my ears and the mountains calling somewhere ahead. Take care, stay sharp, and keep the fire alive. Until the next one, ride free.